Good Friday afternoon, y'all. It's Dan. I want to welcome y'all to my home in the sticks. I hope everybody is having a show enough Good Friday. But I'm here to tell you, probably going to buckle down here in East Central Mississippi. Had a lot of folks email me and a few folks text me. Y'all know who you are. A lot of folks left comments as far as what's spinning around in the Gulf. And from what I understand, Barry, I think it's a tropical storm right now, but it's supposed to make landfall as a hurricane. But what does that mean for East Central Mississippi? It's probably going to mean some high winds, some rain, flash flooding, and some possible tornadoes. I have some clips that I'm going to put up for you from earlier this morning.
Mississippi Emergency Management Director Greg Michelle admits there are still a lot of variables with Tropical Storm Barry.
This is kind of a strange storm. This system, started on land and went into the Gulf, got out in that warm water. Water in the Gulf of Mexico is actually higher than it usually is this time of year. So it swam around out there now for a couple of days, and it's still showing signs of a little unpredictability. But
that doesn't change the fact that they're positioning resources closer to the first impact areas.
You can see Barry still a pretty disorganized tropical storm. Apologize for the cut there in data at the very end of this loop here. But again, you can see these high cloud tops really on the south side of the storm. The north side of the storm is still struggling to develop, but you can see some clouds starting to wrap around now. And so strengthening pretty slowly, still at 50 miles per hour as of the 4 a.m. advisory from the National Hurricane Center. And it's expected to move onto the coast between New Iberia and Morgan City, Louisiana. And then by Sunday morning, will be by Alexandria, Louisiana, and then up towards the Little Rock area. Again, as you can see, the center of circulation does not go anywhere near our area, but that doesn't really make a difference. At this point, we do look to see about 2 to 4 inches of rainfall throughout the weekend, with some higher amounts certainly possible. Could create some flash flooding concerns if a rain band sets up over our area. But since we've been pretty dry recently, not expecting any major impacts, but still pretty heavy rain, and there is that chance of some flooded roadways as well.
Now, I've been keeping in contact with my dad. He actually lives in New Orleans. He's about 2 blocks from the Mississippi River itself. And from what he's telling me and the forecast that he's getting in his area, the heavy rains are supposed to be to the west of him, but he is going to get a lot of rain and some possible flooding at his AO or his location. He did say that, and I talked to him this morning, he did say that the water did rise up about 2 foot, but it drained real quickly, so that's a good thing. And he seems to think that this is going to be nothing like Katrina, and that's a good thing too. Looking at the news reports, the Corps engineers believe that the water is not going to rise above the barricades that they have, probably near my dad's house, and they're just, the walls are surrounded by water all over the place. So hopefully, with any luck, everything will be all right in New Orleans, outside of just maybe some flooding. I know we'll keep our fingers crossed. To all the creators that live in New Orleans, I know Miss Linda, the New Orleans gardener, I hope everything turns out well for you and your home place, where you at in New Orleans. And certainly I hope everything works out for my dad and his home place where he's at. A lot of places in New Orleans that pretty much like underwater. I've been seeing some footage and some pictures and some video of it. So Godspeed to those folks too. As far as East Central Mississippi, yeah, that's thunder. We are starting to get rain now. It is raining now. I actually just got home. The research that I've done and us being in direct contact with MEMA and Lima in Mississippi, I think the only thing that I'm here in East Central Mississippi, the only thing that we're gonna have to worry about is some flash flooding, a lot of rain, and some possible tornadoes spinning off. So we're just gonna have to see what Mother Nature is gonna deal with here in East Central Mississippi. Have a few things that need to get done anytime. I think high winds is the thing that scares me the most, because I have a lot of things that'll just blow over in a heartbeat. So I wanted to update you and y'all as to Tropical Storm Barry, which will be Hurricane Barry probably tomorrow morning sometime, and the impact that it's going to make to East Central Mississippi, and some showing up prayers for all the folks in New Orleans. So I'm going to end this video, and y'all, I hope y'all have a safe Friday, and I hope y'all have a good weekend. It's going to be a rainy one here in East Central Mississippi, but maybe I could turn this camera on and get some footage of it just to show you what it's looking like over here. And Dan will see y'all in the next video.